Shit 90 Shows Taught Me.
Shit 90 Shows Taught Me was not filmed before a live studio audience.
Are you ready to slay another day? So are we. Welcome back to Shit 90 Shows Taught Me. I'm Jess Sterling here with my co-host, Sarah Humphrey. Sarah, how are you?
Just getting over my case of the weepies and the whinies. Buffy and I suffer from the same ailments of being weepy, whiny, waily. What other W words can apply? I don't know. But if there is one, it applies to both of us because we are both mourning the loss of Riley, even though pretty much everybody else doesn't want to hear about it, probably including you. I'm sure. Yeah. I think everybody probably annoyed you this episode, but I do think that Buffy is probably one of those people that annoyed you because of how much she was weeping, whining, and wailing over Riley.
Yeah, let me tell you, we are halfway through the season, and if our listeners know, this is the point where we do a character rankings. Halfway through the season, as is customary, we do our character rankings. This was not kind to most of our characters. To have this episode fall on the one where I'm going to be ranking them, let me tell you, some of them took a hit.
Well, the thing is okay, gosh, you know how when you take a final, sometimes it's based off of the latest shit, or
it's like recency bias. Yeah.
Well, how can you really be mad and kick people to the bottom of the list based off of one episode?
So what I would say is I feel like for certain characters, without spoiling anything yet, this episode was a culmination, I think, of it's added up and added up and added up, and I've had enough, I think, is more so what it is versus this one, Buffy being a little cryy and a little weepy and a little sad, literally moments after her and her boyfriend break up, whatever, She's not the one I really have a bone to pick.
You don't have a beef with. Yeah, I know who. I think for me, there are characters that I'm I kind of have beef with.
Yeah.
Actually, no, there's only two characters that I kind of have beef with. But
okay.
Yeah, I guess I'm excited for the character rankings because I feel like there has been a shift. Yes. There has been a change within me. Some things I cannot explain. I am through by playing by the rules of somebody else's game.
I do know that song, and I do know that reference.
Did you ever watch the Wicked movie?
We've talked about this.
I don't know why you won't. It's so good.
Here's the thing. I've seen, so for those who don't know, I'm going to just give people the background, right? I have seen a really bad filming of a live stage version of Wicked. That is the only Wicked I have consumed.
I think here's the thing. Fault. We call them slimes. The slimes were.
It was bad. It wasn't good. Here's the thing. I will watch the Wicked movie. I'm not against watching the Wicked movie. I've heard really good things. I'm definitely going to watch it. It's more so I didn't want to watch it until the second one was on its way out because I'm this is silly. It's half a movie. So I'm waiting. But my Wicked hot take, which no one cares about, but my Wicked hot take is there's 3 good songs and that's it.
That's crazy.
The
other day, okay, so who the fuck cares? This is our podcast, and we
talk about whatever we want, people.
It's a nothing burger of an episode anyway.
It's fine.
But I don't know what was up with me the other day, but I was okay, I'm gonna watch something in the background of work. So I put on Hamilton, and my hot take was, I was 4 songs in. I'm why is this so fucking annoying today? I was
that's so upsetting deep into my core.
Well, I mean, I was a Hamilton. I saw Hamilton with the original cast.
I'm very jealous, by the way. If I could go back in time.
Yeah, very early. I got my tickets for $80 because I was on the forums back then.
That's back in the day when you were seeing a million shows, right?
Yeah, but also I was in the forum. So I knew there was a lot of mumblings that it was going to be a really good popular show. So I got the tickets early. So I was a truther. I was this is a great show. I don't know what it was.
Maybe you were just having an off day because I literally the other day, last 2 weeks ago, I rewatched Hamilton and it still slaps. I still love it.
I was so annoyed. By the time I got to the King's first song, I was like, I don't want to fucking listen to this shit anymore.
It's like
I
my
turned it
favorite
off. I
one.
couldn't do it anymore.
That's brutal.
I
That's really
know.
brutal.
I don't know. Like something
love
I think
Hamilton.
that there was just some I guess I was just in a mood, but like it was annoying me. Like actively I was like, I can't listen to this shit anymore. I turned it off.
Listen, TikTok really wants me to buy the Hamilton pajamas.
There's Hamilton pajamas.
Oh, I get ads for them constantly. It's like, but the thing is this, no one cares about this, but I don't care. It's like it's a sleeper set and it has like shorts, and I really prefer pants to sleep in. So I really am like, not.
Okay, hold up. You wear fucking pants to bed every single day?
We've talked about this. I wear pajama sets. So like I have like a top and bottom that match, and they go, I feel so fancy when I go to bed. It's like luxury.
Every single day you
every
wear
night
a pajama top and bottom.
Yes. This is correct.
This is crazy. Like when the Christmas sets, essentially.
The Christmas set.
You know how like families take pictures during Christmas with like pajama sets?
Yes, but mine are so actually,
and they're pants.
They're pants. They're from Pajamagrams is the brand. They're very comfortable. They're like a jersey knit, so they're like very stretchy and breathable.
That's what I was gonna say. It sounds like it's like really hot.
No, they're very, very soft and breathable, which is why I like them so much, because they're not like heavy flannel sort of like I don't sweat in them.
And your husband wears pajamas to bed too?
No, he doesn't do like the sets like I do. No.
Matching sets every day.
We don't wear matching sets. He doesn't.
Are you sure? You sure?
He wears like
Tuesday
sweats. Like he doesn't have like pajamas. Like he just wears sweats or something. I don't know.
Does he wear? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like
You're asking so many questions about
I'm just bamboozled.
What I'm sleeping in. Like I don't understand how this is. I don't understand this is so confusing. Like a lot of people own pajama sets and wear them to bed. Like a lot of people own pajamas. Like that's literally the purpose of pajamas, is to sleep in them. Like that is what you buy them for, is to go to bed in them. Yes, I wear them to bed and I'm so comfortable.
Wow, that is fascinating.
Anyway, 7.5 minutes in, let's start talking about Buffy season 5 episode 1 Triangle. I kind of want to talk about the Giles stuff first, because it's small but significant.
Small but mighty.
Because Giles is going to the UK. He is going specifically because he wants to talk to the Council of Watchers about Glory, because they still can't find any info out on this bitch. Like she's not anywhere. So he figures best go in person, because we don't need our like phones being tapped and shit. Like, no one wants that. And on top of that, he's going to ask about Dawn. And Buffy is very resistant to this, because obviously we know we can't trust the Watchers ever, but they need to find out more information. Well, the problem is, Sarah, that when they come back with said information and Giles is talking to Dawn or Buffy and Joyce about it, Dawn is listening to them on the steps in the stairwell.
This is an amateur move. Like, I don't know if you did this when you were a kid, but
I didn't have an upstairs, so I definitely did not.
We're both using the same mug.
Look at how cute we are. Cheers. I'm drinking tea. What are you drinking?
This morning's coffee.
Okay.
I just like babysit my coffee all day. It's pretty disgusting.
Yeah, it's fine. Listen, I've been there. I've done that.
Yeah.
Okay. Amateur move because of the steps.
You didn't have like an upstairs.
I lived on a 1-story home, so I did not have an upstairs. Yeah.
Well, I was like the prime stair listener. Like and I think it tracks. Like I'm very nosy,
busybody,
and I just feel like it's such an amateur move, because of course she's listening on the steps. I did the same thing. I remember one particular fight with my parents where I was listening on the steps. Big blowout. It didn't happen that often, but in this time it did. They're threatening divorce. It was big drama. I know.
Wow.
Yeah. So I stair listened, and would I say it's a passion of mine? Yes. Would I do it again? Of course. I think I would stair listen even now, but
you definitely would. Yeah.
So I think that you have to be careful. They're at the dinner table chatting about it, Giles, Joyce, and Buffy. And Giles is like, kind of getting the lowdown, like, oh, you know everything. And Joyce is like, well, I figured some of it out on my own. And then Buffy filled in the gaps. And basically, Dawn now knows. I don't know. They weren't very like descriptive about the situation, but she knows that like she is something, a key in the cog. Now, you're probably going to pull up the exactly what they
Yeah.
said, because I obviously this just means that Dawn does not have the complete picture.
Right. So Buffy asks, what about the key? Were they all over it? And then this is when Giles asks Joyce, like, oh, what do you know? And he says, well, they're interested, certainly, and full of theories, most of them nonsensical. And that's when Buffy says they don't know it's Dawn. Giles says no. And Joyce says, I can't begin to grasp this. She's my little girl. It's disorienting. And then Buffy's asking, like, oh, what happens if they figure it out? And Giles says, I don't know. But that's when we pan and see that Dawn overheard all of this. So all she really knows is that she's involved in something, that she is something.
She is something.
But and that she is not like normal, which we know she already knows, right? Like we've had this scene where she's like, Buffy, people keep saying weird things to me. People keep saying I'm wrong, that like there's something wrong with me. So she's already kind of like picking up on this. And I liked this episode that when Buffy and her have this one conversation about the Riley breakup, she's super insightful and Buffy like kind of notes that. She's like, stop being so insightful. She's very smart. She's very aware. And I love that they're giving the character of Dawn that kind of like curiosity, that she is aware that something else is going on, that something isn't right. And I'm really interested to see kind of like where this storyline goes from here now that Dawn is in the know. It's like every episode we're adding like another character who kind of is aware of the Dawn is the key situation.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about secrets. Like, eventually they start to unravel. Like, the older a secret is, the more likely it's going to spread, unless it's just like a really big secret and you just have to, I don't know. But yeah, more and more people know. Obviously, by the end of the season, I feel like everybody is going to know. So,
yeah, it's gonna have to come to a head. Yeah,
I really like Dawn as well. I think that I've really turned around on her. I think that the fact that they got Michelle Trachtenberg, they did a really good job of like having her just be very endearing. Like, I'm endearing myself to her, which I think like why it was so easy for Buffy to do the same. It's just something about her character that is just like, I want to protect you. Like, let me take you in. And I don't know, like I really like the character. I think that they did a really good job. Like, I think that once I don't know if the turnaround was the twist for me. I feel like it was, because it just I think like that, and then once Buffy was like, she is not my sister, but I still feel like she is, and I'm going to actively take like the role as like caretaker to her. I think like that is what changed for me. Like her so I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense, but
I think it does, because before we viewed her as like, oh, she's just this annoying little sibling, or you viewed her this way, I guess I should say, like, oh, she's an annoying little sibling, like the show is really pushing the Dawn thing. But once we had an explanation for it, it really put things into perspective, I think, for who the character is. And I also think it really had us sympathize with her more, because she has no idea, and she is like integral, and she was just plopped into this world, plopped into people's memories, and forced to be here, right? Like in terms of the agency that the character has, right? Like I think it totally shifts our perspective on like, she's just a victim as well. Like she didn't ask for any of this.
No.
And I think I totally agree with you. I really am enjoying Dawn, and I think she is like such a fun additional wrinkle, and like another layer when we talked about everything on Buffy's plate, right? Like she has all these spinning plates, like Dawn being an additional spinning plate that has the complication of also being someone that people love and care about, even though they know that like those memories have been planted in their brains, is really interesting.
Yeah, it really is. What do you think Dawn is going to take with this information? Because, like, once again, obviously she only knows a part of it. I think that I don't know if that's better or worse, because it's worse because she's going to make assumptions about what they're talking about. But it's better because, like, if I was told that I am basically nothing, because she was like, it wasn't like she was a girl that was like taken off the streets like I initially thought. Like, she was literally created from nothingness, and she is like kind of a fake person, and her family is not real, her memories are not real. I feel like if she knew the full picture, like, she would really spiral out. How could you not? But also I feel like her not knowing the full picture, I feel like is also dangerous, because we already know that, like, I mean, this is like prime, like, I'm gonna run away, like, stuff. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like, especially because she's a teenager and she is already prone to, going off on her own and having that little bit of a stubborn streak. Like, I feel as though it's, especially because, like, Buffy and Joyce and everybody is going to, like, um blindside her. Like, I can imagine her, like, going to Willow and Tara, who have no idea what she would be talking about, and, like, her prying to them, and then basically then Dawn is like, "You're gaslighting me," because she assumes that everybody knows. You know what I mean? Like, I can imagine,
Yeah.
like, her just, like, nobody like, admitting to her, like, what they were talking about, because half the people don't know and half the people do, but refuse to tell her.
Yeah, I feel like I definitely could see her running away, certainly. I think another thing I could see her doing is snooping, and like when she's at Giles's shop, like snooping around there, like snooping around in the house in Buffy's room or something, like doing it more quietly rather than confronting them head on with like, I've overheard you, tell me what you're talking about. I could see her doing it more secretively. But I think it would be really interesting if she does go to Tara and Willow, knowing that like she's like a kindred spirit with them, and like like her and Willow specifically have like a bit of a bond with like the witchcraft stuff, and then her and Tara have a bond with like being outsiders, so like confiding in them only for her to be the one revealing that information to them. I also could see her like dabbling in witchcraft. We've seen Willow try to like take shortcuts to get what she wants. I think we could see Dawn do something like that. I'm fascinated either way. Like, I'm along for the ride. I think this is a really fun kind of development this episode that's like at the very, very end. It's very small, but the impact of it, it's like we're going to be feeling the ripples of this, in episodes to come, I think.
Yeah.
But okay, do we want to now pivot to we have like three basic other storylines. We have Anya and Willow and all the shenanigans they get up to. We have Buffy and the breakup is what I've coined this one, with Buffy dealing with the loss of Riley here. And then we have our little side Spike story. Which do you want to talk about first?
I guess Spike, because it's just like the littlest, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We now know what the mannequin was for. The mannequin with the blonde wig with the really hard nipples. Like, where did he find this? Like, in the dumpster of a sex shop? Like, what is happening? Why does this mannequin have such hard nipples?
You're probably right. Like, it was probably at like a lingerie shop, a lingerie mannequin.
Insanely hard nipples on this mannequin.
She's
really
cold. She's
really cold in that crypt.
Yeah. So Spike is practicing what to say to Buffy and using the mannequin as like fake Buffy, which we've seen before. You know what I'm going to say? Like, he's just a bad egg. Like, that's what it is. He's just a rotten little egg. Like, he starts this conversation. It's like, I forget exactly what he says.
He says, I want to tell you.
Like
he basically wants to like defend the fact that he was the one who brought her to see.
I hope
Riley
you're
was
not
up
mad
to.
at me because I was the bomb. And he has like a box of chocolates. And then in the process, like fake Buffy in his mind is fighting back with him, and then he gets frustrated, and this motherfucker hits her in the head with the chocolates. And once again, I'm just like, why is this funny? Why is this something that is endearing us to wanting, like, he has
It's played for comedy, which is like, because the way I read this scene is that like he is going into this with like really good intentions. When he has the chocolates, he's like, I hope you're not mad at me. I know Riley betrayed you, but I hope you're not like gonna like kill the messenger, right? And then his mind makes up worst case scenario, which is that Buffy is pissed off at him.
that's
So then
relatable.
he gets himself all defensive and is like, well, you know what? This is all your fault. Think what happened if I didn't show you. He gets very, very defensive.
I like
and
all of that. I'm not mad at that. I'm mad at the fact that
He hits her
he
with the chocolates.
hits her with the chocolates.
Yeah.
Because like it knocks her to the ground. Same thing with the tombstone with Harmony. Like, I don't want him to be smacking his girlfriends, or
Yeah.
you know, I
think-
again have to stay in the moment. They're not together. It's just a crush, blah 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 blah. But like I just like can't. I think it is. I do think it's funny. I think it's funny. I think like the scene was like really endearing. I just like, once again, like, you're not showing me that you're not going to like bash Buffy's head in.
Right. I think for one, it's like certainly played for comedy. I think for two, them fighting is part of their existing relationship. Like, and this is not me glorifying like any sort of physical abuse. This is me saying that like them kind of going back and forth and doing both verbal and physical jabs at each other is like a part of their existing relationship. And certainly Spike is not like, has never been in a healthy relationship. Like his relationship with Drululu was not healthy.
Well,
so
yeah,
like he certainly doesn't know
that, like, he was just like a loser reject, right?
he doesn't know how to be in a proper relationship. I think the thing I loved most was when he bumps into Xander later in the episode at the Bronze, and it's like it's so like childhood crush where he can't help but bring Buffy up in any and all conversations. He wants to know how she's doing without actually just asking how she's doing. It's so funny. I just really enjoyed it. The fact that he's like he's obsessive at this point. Like he can't think of anything but Buffy and he just wants to know how she's doing. It's very sweet.
You know, I do like the idea of this. I think that for me, I think I need more time. Like, I wish that this was happening next season or at the end of the season, like with like Riley. I think like I'm too much like drinking too much of the Riley juice for me to find this like endearing and cute. And I wish that this was happening with some space away because of everything that I was talking about previously of like, I think that Riley was a good match, blah, 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 blah. It's like, so I think that like, I think I can get there and I like it. Like, I think it's kind of funny and like I think it's cute, the childhood crush, because I feel like we've like all kind of been there in one way or another.
It's just you can't help but bring them up in like every conversation.
Yeah.
And I remember being like a teenager and thinking I was being like so subtle. And there's just absolutely no way I was being subtle at all.
Yeah.
Like, and this just feels so similar to that. And I think part of it is because, like you said, we now know what Spike was like as a human, and he was a hopeless romantic, but it didn't seem like he had a ton of experience. And so when you think about the fact that he was a hopeless romantic, then he got turned into a vampire and basically only was with Drululu, and like how toxic, yes, like he was very overly romantic with her as well, but like it was a very toxic relationship. He really doesn't have a lot of good, healthy relationship experience. So it's unsurprising that this is the way he would act, but I just found it very cute, especially because Xander, who we'll talk about eventually, but like him saying like, "Oh, Buffy is so obvious, like the Riley thing is so obvious. I noticed it," and yet him not being able to pick up on the fact that Spike keeps bringing up Buffy into the conversation is really, really funny.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Riley never went to Xander and was like, "Can you believe this motherfucker Spike is up Buffy's ass all the time? Like this big crush." I mean, maybe he was too embarrassed to bring it up to Xander, but like I feel like if they were like buddy buddy like that, I feel like that could have been a conversation that
Mhm.
they would have had. I would have liked to see that conversation because I feel like it would have been kind of funny. And
Yeah.
Xander, who is clueless, would be like, "What? No."
Yeah, what are you
Um,
talking about? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. I mean, I do also like the Xander and Spike interactions. I think like it's fun to see Xander interact with like different characters like Spike or like Riley, who are like very different from himself.
Mhm.
And it's giving him like more opportunities, more scenes. Like his stuff is not solely with Anya or solely with
Yeah.
Willow, which I like.
Yeah, I like the running gag of, like, Spike liking the wings at the bronze,
Oh, no,
like,
it's the blooming onion. He
he likes
loves the blue.
both. He mentions
You know,
both.
I can really fuck up like a blooming onion. I haven't had one in a really long time, but
Yeah.
I'm in the mood for the blooming onion.
Bloomin' onion from Texas Roadhouse, baby.
Oh,
With
really?
that
I've never
it's
had
good,
that.
especially if you also get the, they give you, like, the bread and the butter, and it's, like, that cinnamon butter. Oh my god,
I've
it's so
never
good.
been to Texas Roadhouse.
It's like if you're, like, in the mood for that sort of food, you would enjoy it, you know what I mean?
Well, I don't eat steak,
You don't
so
need to get a steak, they have chicken, they have all sorts of stuff there.
okay.
It's not just steak.
No.
Um, okay, let's talk about Buffy, because then we'll kind of focus in on the main storyline of Anya and Willow. Buffy is really going through it. It's like we see her break down a little bit with Giles. She's like being very heavy-handed with her training. She has this conversation with Dawn about like the fact that she's removed photos of Riley from her wall. And I love her saying like, "Oh yeah, I love Dawn being insightful enough to say, oh, because you like should have noticed earlier." And she's like, "Oh, stop being insightful. It's creepy." I
Mhm.
really appreciated that Buffy verbalizes the multiple emotions that she's going through, where she says, like, it hurts in all kinds of horrible ways, in the way where I'm furious at him, in the way where I blame myself, in all the little ways I imagine. How could I have fixed things? Like, I like that she's like talking through the feelings of her breakup, you know?
Yeah. I think like when I was talking about like, oh, like you're probably going to be annoyed was probably like later when she like hears something from Tara and like
Yes.
what like Xander left like
What?
he's gone.
They're gonna break up? What?
Yeah.
What? It's
That
like,
was like a
okay, all
little
right,
like you're
enough.
being like hit over the head a little bit. It was a little bit exaggerated, but
Yeah.
I think that this scene in particular was like really relatable because when you're with somebody, you really do surround yourself with them with either like their things or their photographs or like movie tickets that you've saved up or letters or whatever. And when there's a breakup that happens, you have to like untangle over all those memories. Like, have you ever experienced that where, like a breakup happens, you're done, and then you have to go through all the stuff that you have, like whether it's like a scrapbook that you made of the two of you or like all of your old pictures. And it's just like, especially when it's that early, you're like, I think like there's like two kinds of people. There's people that are like, I'm getting rid of this fucking shit right now and I never want to see it again. Or there's people that are like a little bit more sentimental and you're like, oh, but like, do I really just get rid of this? Like, do I just like throw it out? Like, that means it's like really done. Like, maybe I just like put it in the attic and like come back to it in X amount of time. I think that like the gathering of the things to be disposed of is like really tough.
Especially when the breakup isn't clear cut, right? Like I
Oh, yeah.
feel like if and we've talked this to death, but like let's pretend Riley like cheated, right? Like he sleeps with someone else,
Yeah.
burn all his things, forget him, you're just angry, or
Yeah.
like you just or maybe you're angry and you also feel betrayed, right? Like those are more like there's only a few emotions associated versus this is like a very complicated breakup where she does feel betrayed because she feels like he did something, he lied, he did something that betrayed her, but also she feels like it's my fault because I could have said things to him earlier, or like I didn't realize he was feeling the way he was feeling. So there's like guilt also associated with it. And on top of that, the suddenness with which not only did they break up, but now he's gone, like he left. So I
Mhm.
think there's just like all of these things. It's so complicated. It's not a very clean breakup, or it's clean in that he's gone, so they're not speaking,
So,
but
yeah.
it's very messy in terms of like the shrapnel of the breakup and like
Mhm.
the leftover feelings that she has.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
yeah,
she never said "I love you," but it's really hard. I mean, and she probably regrets that as well. But, um, it's really hard when, like, you break up with somebody and there's still love there
it's
because
worse. It's worse. Yeah.
yeah,
It
because
almost
it's
feels
just
worse because you're like,
yeah.
I don't hate this person. And I
Yeah.
wish I did because that would feel easier
Yeah,
to
I
hate
wish I
them.
hated you. Like, I wish you did this to me, or I wish I did
Yeah.
that because then at least, like, maybe I could easily cut ties, but,
Yeah,
like,
it's like
especially
instead you
when
feel guilty, like, because
yeah.
I've had that, like, I had a breakup where it wasn't that I didn't love the person, it was more so just that I wasn't in love with that, like,
Yeah.
I just couldn't see myself being with them long term. We had grown apart, we had that relationship had just run its course, and that sort of a relationship is almost more difficult to get out of because what do you even
Mhm.
say? Like, what do you even say, like, "Sorry, like, I'm just done." Like, there's no explanation that's
But
gonna be helpful.
it's hard because, like, in retrospect, like, you can kinda just be like, "Yeah, you're just, like, not my person." Right?
Yeah, but
Like,
it's, like, really hard to say that to someone, you know what I mean? Like,
I
ooh.
know, but, like, but also, like, when you find your person, it's just, like, so clear that you're just, like,
Yeah,
like, it might hurt to hear, but it's just, like, yeah, you're just, like, not my person. Like, you're
and
not
inevitably, that person will, like, realize you were right. I think
yeah.
it's just, like, at the time, it's really because I've had, like, a conversation, the ex I'm talking about, like, we had remained friends and, like, we had talked a while after, and he did eventually say, like, "You were right, like, I didn't realize it at the time, but, like, you were right about it."
Yeah.
It was just, like, untangling your lives is really difficult, and that's what Buffy's currently in the midst of, and the problem is the world doesn't stop because you have a breakup. So, like,
Mhm.
she's having to process all of these emotions, but also go to school, protect Dawn, slay. Like there's all these other things that she still has to take care of. And she's in like the sweatpants phase,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
she can't be in sweatpants. And this is the
No.
problem. And like I really loved the conversation she has with Dawn. This Buffy, I was like, yes, girl. Like, I love this. It's later when she's like, Xander's leaving Anya? Ah! I'm like, oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right. Like,
With
enough of
her
this.
with her big brown eye. What color are her eyes? Sometimes they look green, sometimes
I
they
don't
look
know.
blue, sometimes they look brown. I can't really tell. But
Yeah.
with her
And Anya
big
and Xander are
eyes
in trouble? He left? Xander left Anya? And then she like
yeah,
cries, and poor
yeah,
Tara is left to like pick up the pieces. And
yeah.
she's like, they have a beautiful love. They have a miraculous love. And it's like, oh my God.
I
What?
that was the worst part of it, was, like,
I felt
whenever
bad
she
for
acted
Anya.
like that
Not
because
Anya, Tara.
yeah. Well, because, like, Tara is just like, "Oh, fuck, did I" she, like,
I didn't ask for this.
finally having a good conversation with Buffy, like, finally feeling like, "Ooh, like, maybe, like, we could be friends, like, this is going so
Yeah.
well," and then she's, like, gossiping a little bit, and then, like, she, like, has a breakdown. Buffy has a breakdown, and Tara's like, "I cannot catch a break." Like,
Can I just say what? So this conversation between Buffy and Tara was giving Buffy has had this conversation with all her other friends 10,000 times, and they're so tired of hearing about it that she has now gone to
Yes.
Tara, who hasn't heard all of this.
Oh my God, that's so funny that you said that. Yes.
It's so true though, because she's like, because then
Yeah.
Tara's like, oh, Buffy wants to hang out with me and like talk about what classes she wants to take. But no, secretly Buffy just wants another person who she could be like, but Riley.
That's
too.
so relatable too. It's like, oh, like I exhausted all of my like typical people that I go to. Now I have to go to my B-list friend group
Yes.
and complain to them about
Poor
it.
Tara, right? Like
Nobody
she's
else will
always
listen.
yeah,
That's so funny.
always the bridesmaid.
I
Poor
mean,
Tara.
that's absolutely what it was. Yeah.
Mhm.
I do like seeing them back at school though. Like I
Yeah.
feel back at school, talking about school. I like that like her and Tara are in the same class together. I feel like the beginning of the season, it was really missing that like school setting.
Season 4 felt very like we're going to college,
And then,
and then
season
so
5
far
was
this
like,
season has been like
yeah,
we're not in college anymore.
we're not in college. Like
Who
we,
cares about
we don't-
class?
forget about the college thing. Like we were just joking. We don't want to do a college
Well,
show.
they got the magic shop set, and they're like, we've really got to use this because we spent so much budget on it,
Yeah.
so we can't go to college. We just have to be at the magic shop.
I know, but you would think that the college sets were already there.
You'd think.
Yeah, it was a little that's a little disappointing. I wish that there was like more college.
Maybe we'll get there now that they're back there.
Maybe, or I don't know. There's
Yeah.
no way that Buffy's going to finish college. No way. No way.
Yeah. So she is like, having a mental breakdown about this. That'll come back into play later. But let's talk about the Anya and Willow stuff.
Yeah.
Because
it's so interesting because we've been talking about this weird dynamic for a really long
yes, we
time.
have.
And I find it funny that the show is also like, yeah, like you guys are probably annoyed with it. We're getting annoyed with it. Like, let's just like deal with this head on
Hash it out, yeah.
and like get it over with, which like in retrospect, yeah, that's awesome because it has been annoying. And I really don't like, I know that like Anya was at fault a lot of this episode too, but I still feel like a lot of the blame has been on Willow and her attitude towards Anya. So I'm really hopeful that like Willow is going to cut her shit out now and be more bearable. And we kind of like talk about like we kind of figure out like why Willow has been this way, and we can get into like if we think that's a good enough reason or not. But yeah, like where do you want to start with this?
So I want to start at the very beginning in terms of, Giles is leaving. He's going to the UK, and Anya says like, don't worry, I'll watch the store. I'm like perfectly capable. Willow butts in and says like, don't worry, we'll all help, which I know, I feel like it was semi-harmless. She didn't really intend for it to be like Anya can't hack this. I think her intention was more of like, don't worry, we'll all step in and help in your absence. So like, if I'm going to give a little leniency to Willow there, fine. But I really loved how passionate Anya was. Like first of all, I feel like this is a great sign of an employee. If they're like, give me more responsibility, I want to help, like I can handle this, don't worry about it. I felt like that was really good on Anya. And I really didn't like that it didn't seem like people had faith in her. And the thing that I will get on both Anya and Willow about this particular episode was the number of times they use Xander as like a proxy to talk to one another. It is so juvenile and so irritating. Xander, she's talking to Giles like, I'm not here. Xander, tell Anya, blah, 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 blah. It's like, oh my fucking God, you're both in the same room. This is so annoying.
Yeah.
Like, don't put Xander in the middle of it. Cause like, first of all, that's only going to make you look worse. I know you're trying to make it seem like, oh, Anya's at fault, Willow's at fault, whatever. Both of you look stupid when you do this.
Yeah.
It was so irritating. And I was not a fan of that. I'm kind of with you in that I more so view Willow as being the antagonist. And I think the majority of that is because, in my opinion, if you have an established friend group, that is on the friend group to then make things, make other people feel welcome. So Anya is the outsider. Anya is the new girlfriend, or was the new girlfriend. it is on Willow and Buffy to welcome her into that friend group and make her feel like she isn't an outsider. And they didn't do that. And I feel like that's on them, because then that puts Anya on the defense of like feeling like, oh, they don't like me, so I don't like them. That's how I personally have read the situation. And so therefore, everything that then transpires feels like Willow is a little bit more at fault, and Anya certainly takes part in this. But like, I feel like she wouldn't have felt the need to be so defensive if Willow wasn't as antagonistic towards her.
I agree with that. I also think that I think that Anya lives rent free in Willow's head. And I also think that Anya does not think about Willow ever until Willow is directly confrontational with her. So, like, I don't think that Anya before this day, like, thought about Willow that much, because her focus is on Xander and her job and, you know, sometimes fighting crime. Like, it's not like Tara, who is actively looking to be accepted into the group. Like, Anya does not give a shit about being accepted into the group because she's not human, right? Or it's been a very long it's been a very long time since she was human. So like, she's relearning all those like human things. So like, I don't really think that she's that bothered with the fact that like Willow and Buffy are not welcoming to her. Like,
I think part of it is that she treats Anya and Buffy as like, or excuse me, Willow and Buffy as like one entity of like the friendship group versus
the others.
Willow. Yeah, versus Willow really is like, oh, fuck Anya. Is like the way it always has come across.
Yeah.
And so they're already like a little antagonistic towards one another, and they're constantly putting Xander in the middle. He is very uncomfortable with all of it. So as soon as Giles leaves, Willow starts like taking things from the store and is about to like perform witchcraft. Like, oh, we want to make a ball of sunlight because that way like it'll help Buffy, which sure, by all means, like work on witchcraft. A, why does it have to happen in the store? B, why are you stealing things from Giles? Because if you wouldn't have stolen them while he was there, then why are you stealing them the minute he leaves? Like, I'm on Anya's side here.
Well, I think that if Willow and Tara paid for the supplies, then I think that Anya wouldn't care. But it's the fact that like, it's not even like Willow is like, put it on my tab or whatever. Like, she just takes it. And I think that Anya, who takes her job very seriously, is a little bit literal. Like, she doesn't really understand. Like, it's a little bit more black and white. Like, yeah, like she is stealing. She is actively stealing from our business, my business that I'm supposed to be in charge of right now.
And she would have cared even if Giles was there.
Yeah,
she cares about the money aspect of it.
Yeah.
And I do think Anya's also getting upset because Willow is making a reference to the Dr. Seuss like fish Cat in the Hat book that Anya doesn't know because she wasn't a child, she was a demon, so she never read the Cat in the Hat or whatever, you know, book that Willow's talking about. So she feels like, well, not only are you stealing, but you're also making references that you're like, you know, I don't know, so you're making me feel left out on top of that and stupid. And then also I love her saying, this is peer pressure. Any second now you're gonna make me smoke tobacco and have drugs.
Yeah, it's just like, wait, okay, this is part of the human experience. Like, I like her being like kind of back and forth and like, ooh, this is an experience that like I haven't had before. Like, maybe I want to participate, but also it's bad. Like, I think that, well, I also think that if she stole from a different business, once again, Anya wouldn't care, but it's her business. So she's like, I do care. Like, do not
I'm
steal.
responsible. Yeah.
So then like Xander comes around and like, you know, Anya kind of tattles, which everybody knows my stance on tattling. I don't believe in tattles. Snitches get stitches. So that was a little boo-boo, but also like, you know, I think that like maybe if Willow just paid for the supplies, then like maybe like
Or keep
Anya
a
would not
tab
care.
even,
Yeah.
right? Like keep a running list of everything you're taking. On top of that, I think one of the other offenses from Willow this episode is she actively sucks. So like she makes the freaking cash register disappear.
She
Like,
does. She
ma'am, there's
does suck.
cash in that.
She
Like,
does
what the
actively
hell?
suck. You're so right.
And you've said it before, like she's a bad witch.
She's
And
a bad
like
witch.
if you're gonna be a bad witch, be it a bad witch in the middle of a field where like nothing can really go wrong. Don't be a bad witch in the middle of a fucking magic shop where like there's plenty of things that could be engulfed in flames or things
Yeah.
that could be destroyed or broken. Like all of this is bad. And I think we have further proof of her being a shitty ass witch when she brings up poor rat Amy yet again. We know we sometimes get mention of poor little rat Amy and the fact that she's still a fucking rat and that no one has even like attempted to de-rat Amy. She says like, "Oh, I tried to de-rat Amy and it didn't work, but I think I made her really smart because she was rubbing her paws together planning something." Is this
Yeah.
a silly little joke or is Rat Amy actually planning something?
I think that she's like, you know what? I cannot trust Willow to fix this, so I'm going to have to try to fix it myself, is what I'm thinking, right? Amy's
I think so
probably-
too.
Yeah, she's like, I need to sort this out on my own. Willow has like very little, like, she doesn't realize like with power comes responsibility. Like I said that I was watching Charmed recently. Those witches, they follow the rules. They're not fucking around. They don't do a lot of magic for self gain. They're just like,
Mhm.
we are crime fighting witches and we have to solve murders sometimes. And also we have to kind of run away from the cops. But like they're not like causing a shit ton of mischief over here.
Yeah.
And Willow is just like a little shit. Like she's such a bad magician.
She's really bad at
Magician,
this.
witch, whatever.
Which, yeah, she makes the cash register disappear. Then she gets on Anya. She does like an imitation of her. Oh, I like money better than people. People can so rarely be exchanged for goods and or services.
Yeah.
So she's like very much making fun of her. I loved Anya then keeping track of everything Willow takes and is like making a log and being like 25 cents for this, $1 for this.
She
yeah.
should. Because
Here's
and
the
that
thing.
annoys Willow too.
Yeah, but you know what, Willow? Can I just say, why don't you take your fucking supplies and go do your witchcraft elsewhere?
Well-
Why, if Anya is pissing you off so fucking
That's
much,
true.
then don't do the spell, I don't know, at the register. Willow makes a big point to say, this spell is very sensitive. You can't say any other words or it will disturb it. Hey, maybe a retail store isn't the best fucking place for the spell to happen then, Willow, because if a customer fucking comes in,
Yeah.
then and they say, "Hey, how are you? I'd like to buy this." I'm sorry, is that going to fuck up the spell, Willow? Go do it in the back room. Like seriously.
Was it just like after hours, you know?
I don't fucking know, but I was irritated by this entire thing because I don't blame Anya whatsoever. This entire situation was fucking Willow's fault. Go do your goddamn spell somewhere else.
Yeah,
Or get Tara to help you because Tara is obviously the superior witch.
exactly right. But Tara has no self-confidence, so she doesn't think that she's a better witch.
They scared her away with their constant confrontation. We know Tara is very anti-confrontation. She's non-confrontational. Xander was like, "Please help me," and Tara's like, "I'm fucking out skis. I have to go get assaulted with tears from Buffy."
She's a delicate little flower. She can't
Really is.
handle it's a lot of noise. Like she can't handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bickering was a lot and the spell is very sensitive. So what comes about is they have summoned a troll. I don't understand how exactly
he was
it
trapped
happened.
in the crystal because
the
of something Anya did centuries ago.
Yeah.
And whatever they did, basically, because I'm pretty sure because Willow says, come on, let it out. I think that was kind of the phrase that did it.
Right.
And so the troll comes out and he just starts smashing up the place. And let me tell you, my stress meter was very high.
It went off the wall. Yeah.
It went off the wall. There are certain things in television that sets off my anxiety meter. and like destroying something while someone is away, right? Like if someone throws a house party while their parents are away,
Yeah.
destroying Giles's magic shop, spikes it, being like, oh, we have plenty of time, there's no way we'll be late, and then proceeds to fuck about for like 20 minutes. That will set me off.
Yeah.
So I was immediately like, oh, poor Giles's shop. Like, he can't afford this. This is too much.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I don't like the smashing of the shop either. Anything with the troll is like pretty much silly bits, you know? It's just this is like very much like earlier seasons where it's just like we have like a monster of the week, something silly happens. It kind of reminds me of like either the caveman episode or
Ugh, don't remind me.
you know, just like it's just silly.
It feels more season 1 with like dribs and drabs of like the more modern seasons, like the more current seasons. But I will say, like, I did think the Anya stuff was really fun, of like her driving and like her being, and like Willow being like, you didn't tell me you couldn't drive. And she's like, well, how was I supposed to know until I tried it?
Yeah, that was fun. Seeing them together trying to like fix their problem was fun. I thought it was interesting meeting somebody from Anya's past and learning that like she was the one that turned him into a into the troll, because she claims that he cheated and he's like, I didn't cheat. So I felt like those dynamics were funny, like seeing the troll like drink a keg of liquor, beer, and like demand food and like about eating babies and smashing things around. Like I can care less about that, but there was like some funny things within it that made it like kind of interesting. And I think like ultimately the most interesting like Willow and Anya conversation was like what their beef actually is. And I'm curious like what your thoughts on this is, because essentially Willow doesn't like Anya because she's afraid that Anya is going to hurt him, is what she says.
Right, because of the fact that she was like a vengeance demon who used to like get revenge on men for women. That was like literally her whole purpose. So Willow thinks that Anya is going to hurt Xander. So that's why she doesn't like Anya. And Anya doesn't like Willow, I think in part because Willow started it, but also because Anya accuses Willow of saying, or of being like, you know what, you're the one who hurt Xander, you broke up him and Cordelia, you and your lips. And so they kind of, and honestly, also Anya says it's true, where's the lie? Where's the lie?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't even blame Anya for, like, I think that it takes a very strong person to be in a relationship with a guy that has a girl best friend that they have such a big history with, that they hooked up with, that broke up a previous relationship. Like, to be honest with you, if I was in that situation, that would kind of be like red flag city for me. Like, I would be like, oh, I don't know if I like that whole thing. And then,
well,
like,
knowing that Willow is like so close to him, like there's like, I'm sure Anya, first of all, Anya already feels like an outsider. She was a demon, now she's a human. So like there's already a ginormous learning curve for her. On top of that, she wasn't exactly welcomed with open arms into the friend group. And she even says, like, you point out how much I'm an outsider. You've known him since you were infants together. You'll always know him better than I do. You could sweep in and poison his mind against me. So like, she knows because of the history Willow and Xander have that she'll always be like one peg down. She'll always be behind because she can't make up that history they have.
Which is hard.
Like, it is. I just feel for Anya in this situation because sure, maybe at first be wary of Anya and the fact that she was a demon, but like at a certain point I get pissed off because okay, Willow, you like forgave Angel for like his past transgressions. Like we've forgiven other people for other things, but we can't forgive Anya for the fact that she's an ex-demon who, in my opinion, it's clear as fucking day she cares about Xander. Like, I don't know how you could argue that, like, maybe you're like, oh, if they ever break up, she could hurt him. But like, I just feel like you could do that even if you're not a fucking demon.
Exactly. And that's my point. Because like she didn't like Cordelia either. She didn't like Cordelia dating Xander either.
She's possessive of Xander, and it's not
exactly
good. It's not good.
That's what it is. Like, I don't even think that like, that's why I was like, I don't even know if I believe the things that she is saying is why she hates Anya. Like, I genuinely think like even though Willow called herself gay, like I think that if this was made in 2025 we would be very comfortable saying that she's bi.
Yeah.
But like I think that like it's definitely going into a realm of like nobody's going to be good enough for my Xander. Like it's like the weird creepy thing that like you see sometimes in like siblings or like mothers. Like it's just, you know what I mean? Like it's like nobody's
It's
good
like
enough.
possessive.
Yeah, it's possessive. Like
Yeah.
he is like, and it's
we need to protect little Xander. And it's like, why do we need to protect him? He's his own person. Like, and I love that Anya also pointed out, I don't do magic anymore. You're the one who's doing magic. You're the witch, and you got offered my job. So like maybe he should be afraid of you and your abilities. And Willow has a fucking history of fucking around with magic when it comes to her relationships. Like truly, it just feels so hypocritical for Willow to get on Anya's case about this. And I wouldn't be so harsh on Willow if not for the fact that, again, Anya as the outsider is the one who doesn't have the power. It feels like Willow is the one punching down. And that's what I really don't like, especially because Willow has been like, oh, I want everyone to welcome in Tara. She doesn't feel welcome. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, the fuck then? Like, maybe be nicer to Anya. I don't understand how you can do this with Tara and then have the audacity to be like, oh, we should be afraid of you, Anya. Like, get the fuck out of here, truly.
It doesn't have anything to do. It just has to do with Xander. It really does. Like, I just like can't. I don't know. It's like you just nailed it. It's possession.
It's very irritating.
Yeah, it is, and it has been. And I think that because I really don't think that she would feel the same way. I don't know if like I like, Buffy dated Angel and she didn't have like that same thing. Angel hurt so many people throughout his 500 years of living. You know what I mean? I think that like it's going to be interesting when other of like her other friends date other supernaturals, like hypothetically Spike and Buffy. Like, Spike's killed so many people, multiple Slayers. So it'll be interesting to see. And also like she dated Oz, who is a supernatural, who probably
is a fucking werewolf.
Yeah, and it has nothing to do with Anya and everything to do with Xander. And I think that like her thought of like, well, I'm gay, so I'm not in love with him, or like I don't have. I think that like it's just like not a good enough excuse. I think that there's some it's just weirdness.
You can still be overprotective of a friend. You know what I mean? Like even if there are no romantic feelings there is a point where it's too much. And I think she is like certainly at that point, and it's very, very annoying.
But like you can be overprotective of a friend, but like she's not like that with Buffy. So
no,
it's just Xander. That's why it's like it gets weird. I don't know.
Because Xander is like, oh, he's hapless little victim. Like we need to like treat his baby boy. Like it's like you said, it's very like overbearing mom in like a really weird way, like a maternal way.
That's the vibes that I'm getting. Yeah.
So luckily, after they have this little chat, they kind of talk it out and they realize that like neither one of them, like, right. So like Anya says, I would never hurt Xander, like never. And Willow's like, please, like I'm gay, like that's all over with, blah, blah, blah. The troll comes back in. Luckily, Buffy and Spike and Xander and all of them are there to help. But Xander, the Olaf, the troll, captures Xander and says, okay, I'll let you choose. Which one do you want to save? And Xander is refusing. Anya says, like, choose me instead, which was like very like sweet. And I do think improved like Willow's perspective of her. And then we have a really funny moment where Willow tells Anya to distract the troll while Buffy fights it. And she like, your menacing stare is merely alarming. Your roar is less than full-throated. She has some really funny little digs. And it does end up working. They're able to take out the troll, especially because the troll comes in, insults Xander and Anya. And Buffy is a huge lasagna shipper. And she just loses it on this troll.
Yeah, which is also funny that like all of a sudden she's like a huge lasagna shipper when she was saying some pretty vile things.
Yeah.
Last
Come around
episode.
real quick, Buffy, didn't ya?
But apparently because like now she just believes in love and
she's just a big lover of love. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I remember, I did not forget what you literally said like an episode ago but whatever.
And I do like Anya's like, oh, don't worry anymore. Willow likes you too, not in a sexy way, because she's gay and she's not going to try to break us up. So, it's all okay. Like Anya's like, this is all it takes for Anya to put this to rest and her to be like over it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I just feel like she did not care. Like
she's very black and white. I think she's it's easy for her to be like, okay, now we're done. Like we've solved this, moving on.
Yeah, the beef was so one-sided. So I'm really interested. Like I do think that like maybe the show was like, okay, like this is enough. Like let's just like end this beef. But also I'm like kind of curious about how Willow is going to treat Anya moving forward.
We better be over it, truly. Like we fucking better be, and we better be now including Tara and Anya in terms of like as like honorary Scoobies, because I'm fucking over it.
Oh, did you notice who's in and out of the credits? Did you?
Oh, is Riley out of the credits? I don't remember.
Riley is out of the credits, yes, but Tara is not in. Like, yeah,
so she's not an honorary Scooby yet.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't add anybody, we just took away.
Okay. Oh, one other very small thing is we talked about Spike, but there was like a few Spike Buffy moments where like when she's helping him at the bronze, or he's helping her at the bronze after the troll comes in and hurts a bunch of people. He's like, and I didn't drink from any of them, I promise. And she's like, oh, great, low bar, Spike. Like just so unimpressed.
I know. And like he really was expecting like the pat on the back too. I do that all the time with my husband. Like I like very low brow, like low. I like the minimal effort.
Did the bare minimum. Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, where's my cookie? Like I'm like, where's my like affirmations that I'm a good girl? Like tell me. And like Adam does not like do fishing like that shit, and he hates it, but like I love it. I'm like, okay, like but he doesn't give it to me. I have to work harder for.
Well, Spike wants words of affirmation, and he is getting absolutely none from Buffy.
Rough.
So tough to be him.
Yeah, it's tough to be Spike.
So tough. All right, let's briefly touch on Cordy's Corner redefinition. Basically, Angel has fired everyone else, Cordelia, Wesley, Gunn. They go do some karaoke. They have some good times.
They love this karaoke bar, don't they?
They really, again, they spent the money on this set. They're going to do We Are the Champions.
Yeah, We Are the yeah, exactly. So the three of them sang it together. So wait, hold on. So the rules are you sing karaoke and the green dude will tell you your future. Is that's the deal here?
I think so.
You know, this might not be a bad deal. Like
one song I'm in.
Yeah, like maybe but like you have to, it's funny. Like do you have to pay like the cover? Like you have to pay like $30 to get in, buy 2 drinks, and then you get
maybe there's like a certain number of drinks you have to buy just so the bar can like make money.
But that's why they all here, which is
well, they all end up there and they didn't talk to each other about it, but they like need direction in their lives because they're a little bit at a loss since getting fired. They end up, because Cordy has a vision, they end up taking care of a demon all on their own without Angel's help. Wesley gets like bitten in the process, which is wild. But yeah, he like Wesley is very determined. He's like, I still want to like fight the good fight. I still like want to do good, especially because his girlfriend points out like you have no other skills. Like, what are your
No,
skills?
he pointed it out himself. She like so her name is Virginia. It's not like
Virginia, yeah.
Virginia like dunked on him.
She really loves him.
She
Yeah.
was so nice. She was like such a good cheerleader. And she asked him, like, okay, like what else can you do? Like, what else like are you passionate about? And Wesley was the one that said, I'm not good at anything else. I just
Yeah.
want to be clear. It
Yeah.
wasn't like Virginia was dunking on him.
No, it was more so it prompted him thinking about the fact that he doesn't have any other skills.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of what's going on with those three. Because meanwhile, Angel, we have the whole Angel saga. Apparently, both Lindsay and Lila are alive. They didn't get killed in the vampire massacre
Isn't that
situation.
magical? And I love how they're like, okay, why did you spare me? And Darla was just like, she doesn't even give a good answer. She goes, why do you think? It's like,
you tell
okay.
me. Yeah.
You tell me. I mean, it's like, yeah, maybe Lindsay, like, she kind of like likes to fuck around with him, like literally and figuratively. But like, there's no good reason to keep Lilo around.
No, it doesn't make any sense. They're both trying. They're like worried they're gonna get in trouble at work, basically. They're like, "Ooh, who's gonna get promoted?" And then Angel is like basically stalking Darla. And Drew Lulu, being the like wizened woman that she is, smells him or whatever, and is like, "Oh, Angel's presence is here." And Angel scurries off like a little baby because he's like, "I can't kill her yet," until he lights her on fire later. Literally lights Darla and Drew Lulu on fire. And here's the thing. I love that this show is so loosey-goosey with like what will kill a vampire, because we've seen like, oh, a vampire even steps near sunlight and they explode into flames. But like, oh no, Angel can put a blanket over his head and he's fine.
Yeah. Spike can like put a blanket over his head and he's okay. Yeah, it is very like loosey-goosey about like, I don't even know what kills a vampire anymore, to be honest with you.
And not much, because they're able to like whack a freaking fire hydrant open and get sprayed with it, which was very cool, I will say. Like getting to see them on fire and then Drew Lulu being like, like she's getting sprayed with water.
It is like very like hocus pocus, where they thought that they were dying in that one scene and they're just like very over dramatic, and then turns out like they were fine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
And the thing is, and it does feel like Darla also seems like she still maybe has like something going on with like feels something for Angel, even though she's like her naughty self again. So I don't know. We're like, Drew Lulu was in fine form this episode. Like she was very entertaining because she's Drew Lulu and she just says weird things all the time.
She's a nutcase.
Yeah, so she's kind of fun. We'll see what the hell is going to happen with Gunn, Wesley, and Cordelia. Like, Angel is going to Angel for now. He's a solo dolo act. I laughed out loud when he was smoking the cigarette by himself. I was like, stop it. Like, he's so, I am the darkness.
He's okay. It's just like so. I think like that's my biggest issue.
Yeah.
He's so Batman coded.
He's so Batman coded. The entire show is Batman coded.
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh, the darkness is consuming me. He looks like someone who just like writes poetry in the dark. Like, and it's bad. Like bad poetry.
Worse than Spike's poetry.
Yes. I think so.
Probably.
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, it was fine. I think like, you know, I just kept thinking whenever I was watching the whole thing, like, yeah, I would like this so much better if this was just a show for Drew and Darla.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Or
and Cordy.
Well, I'm kind of over Cordy, honestly.
Is it the haircut? Is that what did it?
Maybe. No, it's just that like, I don't know. Like, I just like don't think they're giving her enough for me to be like excited about what she's up to. Like, I'm hopeful that that's going to be different in different seasons, future seasons. But I think that they we see more of like Wesley's home life. Like, I feel like they just don't give her that much. Like, thank goodness she has her like future powers, or else she would really have nothing.
It's true.
Except for like a snarky line here or there. But yeah, I mean, like it was fine. Like I don't know. Like it's just It's just so Batman.
It really is. All right. Do you want to do our character rankings next or do feedback first?
Does any of our feedback have character rankings?
No.
Then we'll do feedback first.
Okay. We got an email from Julia. Hi, ladies. My issue with the Ruffy breakup is that it's presented as entirely Buffy's fault. Riley throws out all his insecurities, having never communicated them before, gives her an ultimatum, and most importantly, never apologizes for secretly sneaking out of her bed to get a vampire suck job. Instead of taking accountability, he blames Buffy for all his insecurities. It's, I cheated on you because you made me. They needed me. You never did, in quotes. But Riley's insecurities have more to do with, as you guys pointed out, his lack of purpose outside the relationship. And I believe his issues around masculinity. He accused Buffy of being attracted to Dracula, despite Dracula hypnotizing Buffy to bite her. Dracula's mind control is a metaphor for sexual assault, so it's very icky behavior from Riley. Then he refuses medical treatment because he believes Buffy can't love him without super strength, gets jealous at any mention of Angel. When Dawn praises him because Buffy doesn't cry all the time like she used to with Angel, Riley takes that as a negative. I also disagree with the writer's narrative that Buffy never loved Riley. She never outright said, I love you, but she has said other things that mean I love you. Maybe it's just Sarah Michelle Gellar's stellar performance, but when Buffy tells him nobody has ever known her the way he does with tears in her eyes, I believe she loves him. In season 4, Buffy spends all her time with Riley to the point she has a falling out with Willow over it, and she barely visits Joyce. Now, Buffy is juggling college, slaying, looking after her dying mother, and keeping her little sister safe from Glory. She can't be expected to prioritize Riley the way she did in season 4. The first thing Buffy did once Joyce was in the clear is send Dawn away to have a romantic night with Riley. Her priority will always be slaying over any boyfriend. She literally killed Angel, which is why Xander's speech annoys me. Xander shames Buffy, telling her Riley is the once-in-a-lifetime guy and she will never do any better. A guy who can't accept the real Buffy, her independence, her priorities, her flaws. On top of this, Riley told Xander Buffy doesn't love him. If Xander was a true friend, he would have told Buffy right away, giving her a chance to fix the relationship instead of judging her now. A simple apology, my insecurities got the best of me, this relationship isn't right for me, from Riley, and he would have left a good guy. But instead, the writers wanted to make him the hero one last time at Buffy's expense. The messaging is icky. Women should be able to do it all, otherwise they lose the guy. Worst part is Buffy blames and shames herself for the rest of the series. Sarah, what do you think?
Yeah, like I think that these are all good points. I think that sometimes when I or people watch shows, they have like I called it earlier, like Riley color glasses. Like maybe in time with the retrospect, I can rewatch it and see the things that you all are seeing. I also think I'm just like I'm built as a person to always try to look at both sides. Maybe I didn't do a good enough job at like giving Buffy the benefit of the doubt. I think like what you're saying is super valid. I just feel as though I took a liking to Riley and my little heart was like, I'm going to defend him to the end. And I think like that's what it is. But I think that, I mean, we've talked about the Riley stuff so much. So it's just like, I like how much more can we like?
Yeah, the only thing I will say is
down?
we got both one from Julia and of course lovely guest Hannah bringing up the fact that Xander already knew about how Riley was feeling because he was told earlier, which I did forget when we were talking about it on the podcast.
Yeah.
But I still feel like sure, Xander could have gone to Buffy and told her that. I personally feel like the better move would have been saying to Riley, you should talk to Buffy about this. I feel like you're breaking Riley's confidence to like immediately go to Buffy.
True. Yeah.
So I feel like the move is actually to say to Riley, you should talk to Buffy. But fair enough point for people to be critical of Xander when he says like, oh, it was so obvious. Well, like he knew the answer. It's like, the test answers and you're like, oh, I got 100. Duh, you're stupid.
Yeah.
Sure. That's fair. I still think Xander had valid points. But Okay, we also got an email from Chris. I've been rewatching an episode a week to follow the progress of you ladies, but there's one episode in this season that'll come soon that I can't rewatch.
Why?
I love a little teaser like that. That's so fun. I'm very curious as to which one it is. For now, though, this one was a super fun episode. I resonate with Buffy when she says it hurts in all kinds of horrible ways. And he's saying the exact quote I quoted. And the way I'm furious at him, the way where I blame myself, and all the little ways how I imagine I could have fixed things. Reflecting on my longest and happiest relationship, I've had this exact thought. But here's the twist in my case. Oh my God. Okay. I feel like we're in therapy right now. Okay, we're about to be. Oh my God, I love this. I've had this exact thought, but here's the twist in my case. My sister is dating my ex's brother and is now engaged to him. My ex-in-laws and I had an amazing relationship, but my ex was a toxic, gaslighting alcoholic who, from what I've heard, suddenly turned his life around and is now engaged to the love of his life. I'm not sure I can even look at my ex in the face when I have to see him again. If I had a friend like Willow, at least I could ask for a curse to be put on him. P.S. Yeah, I do personally think my sister broke girl code, but she and her fiance are actually kind of two peas in a pod, so I can't be too mad. Chris. Okay, so Chris's sister is dating his ex's brother. So now Chris
they're
is
engaged.
permanent, and they're engaged. And now Chris is permanently attached to this other family because they're like practically his in-laws now.
Oh my God.
Can I just say, I would be so pissed off, like Chris sounds, if I broke up with someone who was like a horrible person at the time and then got their shit together for someone else. I'd be so furious.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I forget like if this was a Sex and the City thing, but it's just like, okay, so like I was the one that worked so hard on you,
put in all the effort.
I put on all the effort,
for
and
someone
then
else to reap the rewards.
Exactly. Yeah. Was that a Sex and the City thing?
It probably was. Like I've heard it before. So I don't know the exact thing, but yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, it's just like, God, like somebody else gets that is really rough because like I'm thinking like the wedding you're
having so many engagements with them.
Yeah, I like
Chris, you should get yourself a studly ass date for all of these events and you know what? You can win the breakup. We believe in you.
And honestly, if he's like as toxic and horrible as you are saying, like nobody turns around their life in like a year like that. So honestly, the demons are probably going to come out eventually.
You're better off regardless. And you just need to show up to these events looking good, like acting like you're above it all.
Yeah, you're not bothered.
You're unbothered. You're an unbothered king, Chris.
Even though like this is easier said than done, but
obviously it's all very easy to say. But like, Chris, we believe in you. And that is horrible. We're very happy for your sister, obviously. But wow.
I would be that would be pissed off a little. I mean, I don't know if I'll be pissed off, but
I'm interested to know. I'm interested to know, Chris, like when did your sister I want to know. Yeah, like okay, how long were you dating this ex? And then was there overlap in like your sister dating the brother, or did that like happen? I mean, if they're engaged, I assume they've been together at least a little bit, but like I'm interested to know if there was overlap. I want to know how she told you. Like, was she very like sensitive about the topic, or was she just like, oh, BT dubs, I'm dating so-and-so? We want all the details. This is so fascinating.
Yeah. I mean, if anybody wants to tell me your own gossip, I'm very much wide open for that. Yeah. I will act as shocked as you would hope I would act. I am very easily gooped and gagged. So
yeah, we're here for it.
Please just like tell me all of your goss and I will listen happily. I'm sorry that you have to deal with that. I hope that this is not like, once again, I'm thinking like Christmases and like
hopefully you really like the brother at least. It sounds like you do.
Oh yeah, hopefully the brother is okay.
He sounds like an okay person at least.
Yeah. Or maybe you just don't like your sister. And this is just another thing. This is one of the things.
No, Chris is the one who said he would like do anything for his sister, remember?
Well, he was like, I don't say it enough, but
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
That's Chris.
Oh, I don't know, Chris. This is why siblings are sus. Like I said, nobody naturally needs a sibling.
Anyway. Okay, let's do our character rankings. Do you want to go first, or would you like me to go first?
I can go.
Okay, let's go bottom to top.
Bottom
Who
to top.
is your least
Okay,
fave?
so I feel like I'm putting Joyce at the bottom because I'm like indifferent towards her. Like I don't really care. Like in my mind, like less adults on my show of teenagers is probably better.
Yeah.
Even though like half these people are adults but you know what I mean. So I have Joyce on the bottom, not because like she's doing anything wrong, but just because like I
care less.
I couldn't care less, honestly. And then I kind of had Giles here, but I think I moved him up because I think that like now, so we have like I'm indifferent section. That's my indifferent section. Jess and I was talking about this before. Now I'm going to talk about who I'm pissed at. So,
please. Yes.
Yeah. I am very pissed at Willow and I'm very pissed at Spike. Like Willow for all the reasons that we were talking today, Spike for all the reasons. Like I think that like I don't know, like Willow is just like so annoying at times and was really awful to Anya, and Spike, even though he's a fun character to watch, I mean, like I do like Spike better than like Tara, but like I don't care. I'm putting him down here because I'm mad at him. This is a spite.
Okay.
A spite for Spike. Yeah. Because stop hitting people with tombstones and chocolates. Like, come on now. You know, this is not even true. I might be, I don't know. He's down here, but like honestly, he's pretty much above Giles and Tara. But I'm putting him down here right now. Okay. Then I have Giles because once again, he is better than last season. He got a job and he has a purpose.
We love that.
So he's better than last season, but he's still an adult that's on my TV show. And I'm like, maybe you don't have to be here, you know? Then I have Tara, who I do really like, but also like sometimes she's a little bit boring and white bread, but also like I really like her at times. And I think she's a decent character. But honestly, if I wasn't mad at Willow and Spike, maybe she would be down. I don't know. I now I'm going to talk about characters that I actually do very much like, that I'm like very firm about. Yeah. Next up, I have Dawn. Dawn, she's just like interesting, really, really interesting, like really, really endearing. I think that she is kind of like a little gem, and I'm happy that she's part of our season, even though she's kind of fake. And I don't know how long a fake person could be around. Like, really, like, can a fake person be here forever? I don't really know. Does she age? I don't really know. Then I have Buffy, and Buffy's down a little purely based on the fact that I have to defend the person that I guess I would suck his dick for. So I guess I'm mad at her for that. I'm not really, but I guess I am. And also, I don't know. She's down here, but also like next time in the next 3 episodes, she'll probably be up. And then I have Xander. Xander is like doing good things. You know, he is really additive. I think that he is really coming around. Love his relationship with Anya. I think that he's like really trying. And I think that he has like very funny moments. And I think that I at least liked the conversation that he had with Buffy and then with Riley. I know that like it could be a little problematic, but I thought that it was good growth from him. Then I have Riley. Obviously I am a simp for Riley, a little bitch for him. Obviously I would do anything for him, pathetically so. But number 1, I think it's very clear that my number 1 is Anya. Like, I think that like she's been deserving of being in this spot for a very long time. I should have had her number 1 last time. we did this, but she's great. She's great in every single possible way. Like, she is an interesting character. She is funny. She has growth. She is great. I really love Anya. She's an amazing character. Really, really great. I think that she's probably going to be my favorite primary character for the rest of existence on this show, and I think that she's like the best addition.
Okay. Okay, my list isn't actually super dissimilar to yours, with one major exception. And we'll talk about that exception right now because it's Riley. Riley is at the bottom of my list because it's the worst of both worlds, where when I'm not feeling apathetic about him, I actively dislike him. So like, it's really bad to have both, truly. So he ends up at the very bottom of the list. We've talked to death about their breakup, so it is what it is. Joyce is next on my list, pretty much for the same reasons you said. Like, I'm either feeling apathetic about her, and then I really wasn't loving the whole like, oh, you're just Buffy thing that she was doing. That wasn't my favorite. When the whole like, Buffy's jealous of Dawn and blah 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 blah. So Joyce falls here. Next on my list, and we're still kind of in the like, either I'm apathetic or you're annoying me. And like, this person really got penalized, maybe recency bias, but also just like, you had it coming, girl. You had it coming. And it's Willow. Stop being mean to Anya. Get over it. Just stop it. And be a better witch also while I'm at it. And stop stealing from Giles. Like, most of this is just this episode, but she's annoying me.
No,
like,
but
she's actively irritating me.
She's been annoying for a while, honestly.
She's annoying me. And fix Rat Amy. And if you can't fix Rat Amy, bring her to someone who can. It's irresponsible at this point. This poor girl has been a rat for literal years. What is that going to do to her psyche? You know?
Yeah.
Willow pissed me the fuck off, and she deserves this placement. Tara is next, mostly because it's whatever. She's nice. So I'm either I'm apathetic leaning towards I like her, you know, but like, she has to have more going on. I really loved earlier in the season her conversation with Dawn. So like, that bumped her up a little bit in terms of her overall placement, but like, not enough over these other people. Next on my list is Dawn, who I'm really enjoying. And I do think she has the potential to move up on this list. I just think like, her storyline currently is more passive / reactionary, where like, things are happening to Dawn and about Dawn versus like Dawn having the agency. So I look forward to Dawn taking the bull by the horns, which I do think is going to happen really soon. Next is Giles. He has a job. He has a store. We love that for him. He's really working hard to train Buffy again. I feel like him kind of taking over ownership of being her watcher again has really made him rise up in my ranks. So very happy for him. Happy to see what else is to come. I loved his little convo with her this episode about her breakup, and like, he really takes on that fatherly role with him, which I love, or with her, which I love. Next is Spike. Now, Spike has done some naughty things. I'm really enjoying the comedy, though. Like, I'm really enjoying what he brings comedically to the show. So that is why he is at this place. And I do think his crush on Buffy is so entertaining. And I want to be entertained
with you. Like, the best episode of the season was the flashback episode, which
was so good.
Spike
one. Yeah.
I mean, I'm
not trying to guilt you into anything.
No, like, I do like Spike. I'm just sour, you know?
I know. You're still grieving. I'm
grieving. I'm actively
you're
grieving.
Spike grieving. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why Spike falls where he falls on my list. Now, if people are paying attention, you might be like, wow, we're already at the top 3. And wow, I haven't mentioned a specific person yet.
Yeah, it's spectacular.
Color me surprised as well. If you would have told me coming into season 5, I would have Xander in my top 3. I would have said, you're insane. Here's the thing. He's earned this spot. Yeah. And he's worked really hard for it, okay? Because once you are on my shit list, once you are blacklisted, once you are at the very bottom of my list, it is really hard to crawl out of that hole, okay? Because I hold a little bit of grudge against characters.
And it's not because everybody else sucks.
It's not.
Also.
It's not. It is partly because I'm apathetic on some people, but Xander has really earned his way here. He has been like so loving to Anya. He's been a really good boyfriend. He's been expressing how he feels to her. We talked to death. I personally feel like he gave Buffy some hard truths that she also needed to hear. I liked that this episode, he was like, freaking Willow and Anya are putting him in such an uncomfortable position. And he is like, I'm going to just extricate myself from this situation right now. I'm going to get on out of here. Like, I feel like he has really matured and grown in a way that is like really lovely to see. And I have faith that he can maintain this position. Although I will warn you, I'm such a strong lasagna shipper that if anything happens to that couple, most likely he will suffer, not Anya.
Correct.
I'm just warning the folks out there. Okay. Big lasagna shipper.
Yeah.
I can't. Next on my list is Buffy. She's going through a hard time. I still think she's a fascinating character and she has a lot going on. I think she's spinning a lot of plates right now. So I didn't want to penalize her too much because I do think she is trying her best, man. She is working with what she has. And even though she was a little whiny this episode, again, she is also grieving. And so I can forgive that a little bit.
Me and Buffy are just one and the same.
Grieving together. And of course, number one at the top is Anya. Because like, obviously, she has the best lines. She's so funny. She like is so just true and pure. And I love that she's working at Giles' shop. I think that's like a perfect evolution for her to now be working there and to like be very good with money and not so great with people, but she's actively trying to be better with people. I love all of this for Anya. I think Anya is like such a spectacular character. I adore her. Of course, she is going to be number one.
Yeah, I think like my favorite Anya moments is also like Xander moments where she has to get reminded about like these human training sessions that Xander and her obviously go through off camera, where Xander's like, okay, Anya, like remember like what we talked about. This is like not normal like employer conversations. I love like the references to that, where like, and then when Anya does something correct and like he praises her once again, it's very reminiscent of like me when I'm like, ooh, like I did something good, like can I have my cookie?
Give me a
now?
cookie.
Yeah, like can I have my star sticker? Thank you very much. Like I think it's so funny and cute and endearing, being the word of the day, I guess. But like I love those moments. Like whenever we have those moments, I like it makes my like heart sing. And it's like both of them, because it's just like I kind of wish that we get to see these like, oh, this is your human lesson of the day, kind of like a word of the calendar, word of the day calendar. Like I wish we kind of got to see that, because like I can just be like the birthday presents thing, like, oh, it's a birthday, so we give presents, right? Like but like I don't get presents because it's not my birthday. Like I get it. And like, but I can imagine like Anya getting that lesson and be like, but why don't we all get presents? Like, can't we have a present too?
What is even the point of this? Yeah.
I was like, or like even like, okay, so wait, I give them a $50 gift certificate to Amazon, but then on my birthday they give me a $50 gift certificate.
What is even the point of this?
Like, what's even the point? It does not make sense. And it's like, you're right, Anya, it doesn't make sense. Why do we keep giving each other the same
social contract, baby?
Yeah,
that's
the same fucking $50 gift certificate back and forth over and over again for the end of time. It doesn't make sense. You're right, but that's what humans do. Like that's just what we do. It's so funny. I love it. I would love to see more of that.
Yeah, love Anya. So she's number one. Those are our halfway through character rankings. Of course, we'll update these at the end of the season. Next episode, season 5, episode 12 of Buffy, is called Checkpoint. Don't know what that means. An Angel is season 2, episode 12, Blood Money.
Oh,
ew. You don't have to watch this one, Sarah. You are off the hook for quite a number of episodes. So enjoy your time. I will be recapping Blood Money for you next week. We'll see what happens. That's pretty much it. That's all we got. And we'll be back next week covering the next episode. Anything you want to tell the people about, Sarah? Anything? No. Okay. Well, Shit90spod is where you can find us. Shit90spod@gmail.com. If you want to send us an email, we love getting feedback. So please do it. If you want to send us your gossip, please also do that.
Or your character rankings.
Yeah. Anything you want to send us in, we will read. That's everything we have. So until next week, here endeth the lesson.
Just ask. Shit 90 shows taught me.
Shit 90 Shows Taught Me was not filmed before a live studio audience.